friends, welcome to the next lecture of thermodynamics. Friends, in our earlier lecture, we have studied about applications of steady flow energy equation. Friends, we have studied about nozzle, compressor and turbine. So friends, our this lecture, we will study about work done for open system. What is open system? Which has flow of only energy, there is no mass flow. We will derive equation for work done for open system. Dear friends, then we will move to importance of first and second law of thermodynamics. So friends, these two are objective of our this lecture. I hope that friends you will enjoy this lecture. So friends, work done for an open system. Dear friends, it is open system, so it will undergo a process. Dear friends, we know that first law of thermodynamics for process is dq is equal to dE plus dW. Then friends, what happened here? dq is equal to du plus pdv. We know that dW is equal to p dot dv. It is for on closed system. So we write as dW is equal to pdv here. Okay friends, and this is for closed system, but here we are finding the work done for open system. So we write as dq is equal to dH plus dW. We know that for open system the energy associated is enthalpy, and for closed system it is internal energy. So from this equation we can write our first law for open system as dq is equal to dH plus dW. Now friends, from this equation we have written this, and friends we also know that enthalpy is equal to internal energy plus surrounding exchange. So friend, we write as q h is equal to u plus pv. And friends, we want to differentiate this h, so dH is equal to du plus differentiation of multiplication of pv. Then friends, we will apply differentiation of multiplication here. Du remains same. First we will take pressure as constant and we will differentiate volume dV, and then plus we will take volume as constant and differentiate our pressure. Friends, we will get dH minus vdP is equal to du plus pdv. So friends, we will get this. Okay. Now friends, what happened? We reach to dH minus vdP is equal to du plus pdv. Friends, we know that dq is equal to dH minus vdP, and friends, we also know that dq is equal to dH plus dW. It comes from du plus pdv is equal to dq, and we write dH minus vdP as same, and in case of vdP we write here dW. So friends, from here we can say that dW is equal to minus vdP. From comparing these two equations we get dW is equal to minus vdP. Friends, if we will integrate from 1 to 2 dW, then we will find this equation, which is work done for open system. So work done from open system from 1 to 2 is equal to minus integration from 1 to 2 vdP. Here friends, there is constant volume but change in pressure. So friends, what we can find here, area under this curve is on the pressure axis. So area under this curve on the pressure axis gives work done for open system. Okay friends, and in case of closed system there is W is equal to P dV. Here change in dV, so we will get work done in under the P PV diagram, and it is on the volume axis. Friends, this is the difference between work done of open system and work done for closed system. Here there is work done on pressure axis, and in case of closed system, the work done on this volume axis. Dear friends, if we will consider isothermal equation, if we will say that our process is isothermal, it is constant temperature process, then we can write as PV is equal to RT. R is constant, here temperature is equal to constant, so PV is equal to constant. Friends, now we will differentiate this PV. So here constant, differentiation of constant is 0, and friends, once we will take pressure as constant, then differentiate dV plus we will volume as constant and differentiate VdP. So friends, we will get this equation. From here we will get integration, we can write PdV as dW. So this is our work done for isothermal process is equal in both case, in open system and closed system. So friends, for isothermal, work done for open system and closed system is equal. This is very important, friends. You have to remember, for isothermal, work done for open system and closed system is equal, and this is always asked in exams, so keep it in mind, friends. Friends, we will move to perpetual motion machine 1. What is perpetual motion machine 1? Friends, there can be no machine which would give us mechanical work without consuming any other form of energy or continuously destroy the energy. If such case possible, then it is called as perpetual motion machine of first kind, and perpetual motion machine is impossible device. Friends, if this is true, then our first law of thermodynamics, which is conservation of energy, become fail. Friends, this is our energy generator, which is generate work without consuming any heat, is perpetual motion machine 1, and this is energy destroy, which take only heat and does not give us anything, does not reject anything. This is only energy destroyer, and this is only energy generator, friends. So dear friends, this is all about perpetual motion machine of first kind. Now friends, we will differentiate our first law and second law. Dear friends, our first law is quantitative statement of energy. It gives relation for quantity of energy, but this one give us qualitative statement of energy. Our heat is low grade energy and our work is high grade energy. We can define from second law of thermodynamics, friends. And first law does not give us any qualitative statement for energy, it is only give quantitative statement for energy. Dear friends, second one is principle of conservation of energy. Our first law is principle of conservation of energy, as I already explained in first law, and our second law gives principle of degradation of energy, which means if we supply heat to system, it gives us work, but some amount of energy is rejected, and that rejected energy is degradation of energy. So our second law gives idea about that. Dear friend, our first law give probability of cycle. There is possibility of cycle, but our second law give us selection of cycle, that this cycle is possible, this cycle is reversible, this cycle is irreversible, which can say from second law of thermodynamics. Dear friends, our first law is gives law of generation of internal energy, as I already discussed in our first law, but our second law gives law of generation of entropy. We will discuss this in our entropy concept. Friends, this is the difference between first law and second law, and these statements are very important. Please keep it in mind. Now friends, there is more statement. The first law of thermodynamics states that energy balance is system undergoes change of state or thermodynamic process, but it does not give any information that change of state is feasible or not. Our first law does not give our information for the change of energy is feasible or not. Friends, it is our second law of thermodynamics which provide criteria for probability of various process. Dear friends, which says that process is reversible, irreversible or not possible from second law of thermodynamics. Friends, Joule's experiment suggests that our heat supply to system is does not totally converted into work transfer, but if work transfer is totally converted into heat. So friends, our heat is low grade energy and our work is high grade energy. This is said by Carnot. Friends, Carnot summarized the Joule's experiment and says that the complete conversion of low grade energy into high grade energy is impossible. It means heat is not totally converted into work, and this statement refers to second law of thermodynamics. Friends, this is the second law of thermodynamics. So friends, this is all about second law. Now it is the end of lecture. Thank you for your support. Thank you very much.